You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, we need to talk about NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest players of all time in the NBA, four-time champion, 3 with the Lakers, and also 1 with the Miami Heat. Now, Shaquille O'Neal has his number retired by both teams, and both are well-deserved. Shaq was an all-time great player. He really was one of the greatest centers of all time. And I already did a video talking about how he went after Chris Mad Dog Russo for putting Shaq like at number 5 and barely in the top 5. But this video here, man, Shaq is coming down hard on Michael Jordan and Bill Russell. And guess what, guys? I completely agree with Shaquille O'Neal on this. I really do. Because, and I didn't even know this, guys, to tell you the truth, the Miami Heat actually have Bill Russell's number and Michael Jordan's number retired in the Raptors with the greats of the Miami Heat. There's a problem, though, guys. Neither Michael Jordan nor Bill Russell ever played one single minute for the Miami Heat. Actually, during the time of Bill Russell, the Miami Heat weren't around. Michael Jordan was in the Eastern Conference his whole entire career, and he dominated the Miami Heat. To me, guys, that's really insulting right there if you are a Miami Heat fan. I mean, they elevated Michael Jordan up into the Raptors. Now, I believe that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. Don't get it twisted. But there is no way in the world I'm going to put the name and number of an opposing player in the Raptors that beat us. Michael Jordan dominated the 1990s. When I think of the Miami Heat, I think of Dwayne Wade, Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway, Chris Bosh, and LeBron is going to have his number up there as well when he retires. Shaq, man, he's not happy about this. Shaq is not happy about having opposing players hanging up in the Raptors with the other Miami Heat greats. Look at this, guys. Shaq doesn't think Heat should have retired Michael Jordan, Bill Russell jerseys. They shouldn't. For Bill Russell's entire career, he was a Boston Celtic. And you may be thinking, all right, he won 13 titles, with the Celtics way back in the day. I get that. He has no connection whatsoever to the Miami Heat. Neither does Michael Jordan. Now, you may be thinking, well, Jackie Robinson has his number retired across baseball, every single team. I believe that actually may be a little bit different right there, because we know that every team has Jackie Robinson's number 42 retired. And players that already had the number is grandfathered in. And it's the same, I believe, with also with Bill Russell. His number 6. Yeah, number 6 retired across the NBA, but it was actually grandfathered in. The difference is, though, Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in baseball. He was also a great player. Make no mistake about it. But putting Bill Russell into the Raptors, and I actually looked up and see to see if the Houston Rockets had Bill Russell's number retired. They don't. Apparently, players just can't actually wear that number. But they don't have Bill Russell's number in the Raptors. They damn sure don't have Michael Jordan's number up in the Raptors. Only the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat in the NBA have Michael Jordan's number in the Raptors. So let's go ahead and get into this here. Also, Udonis Haslem is going to have his number retired by the Miami Heat in January next month. I mean, man, he played 20 years for the Miami Heat. I didn't realize that. Now, Udonis Haslem, he wasn't a great player. He was good for the Miami Heat. That's why they actually retired his number. Don't have a problem with that, okay? But let's listen to Shaq here, because I believe he's right about this. Let's go ahead and listen to this clip right here of Shaquille O'Neal.
I hate the fact that they hang up other people's jerseys. I hope I'm not disrespecting anybody by this term, but I watch a lot of movies, right? This thing of ours, this is what we built.
Yes.
Michael Jordan ain't never played for the Heat. Bill Russell ain't never played for the Heat.
Yes.
You did your own thing with your little Celtics family, your Chicago family, but this Miami thing, and I was one of the original championship families. I lived on Star Island, had the big house on Star Island, then something happened where they thought I was assassinated, but I wasn't. I ended up in the desert in Phoenix and tried to make a comeback, but it was too late. So this is our thing. So I don't like that personally. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm really good friends with the Harrisons, and me and Pat we're having a better relationship. But I never did like that.
Yeah, Shaq is right on the money, man. I don't believe he's disrespecting anybody. Bill Russell's number should be retired by the Celtics. Michael Jordan's number should be retired by the Bulls. It's just that clear. Nowhere in the world should the Miami Heat have the names and numbers of Michael Jordan and Bill Russell hanging from the Raptors. I did not know this, guys. I didn't know this. I mean, if any other team should have Michael Jordan's number hanging from the Raptors for beating them so much, it would actually be the Knicks. I mean, Michael Jordan dominated the Knicks. In the 90s, it was really more of the Knicks and the Bulls in the Eastern Conference, because Michael Jordan just seemed like every year, man, he was knocking them out. Every year. Shaq is right, man. Shaq is 1,000% right on this. I completely agree with him on this. I did not realize that the Miami Heat had Michael Jordan's number hanging from the Raptors. Now, there's been talk about, the NBA retiring Kobe's number, retiring Michael Jordan's number. I don't think they need to do that league-wide. They did it with Bill Russell, but I would not do that. I just wouldn't do it, man. Those players did not contribute to any other franchise. Well, Michael Jordan did play for the Wizards, but he shouldn't have his number retired by the Wizards, okay? Clearly the Bulls. Bill Russell, Celtics. Both all-time great players. They had nothing to do with the Miami Heat. But what do you guys think of this? Do you guys agree with the great Shaquille O'Neal? It bothers him. I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. I 1,000% agree with Shaquille O'Neal on this. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.